What is up, guys and gals? It is me, Thomas Fan01 here, and today we are back at it again with another unboxing. And please do forgive me, I have laundry going in the room next door, and I can't mute everything in this house. So, there are some things that we're just gonna have to live with, and there's some things that we just can't go on. So today in this episode, main topic is bumblebees. And the topic of said bumblebees is why are there so many? Sort of. To take you all back, our journey begins in 2018. Actually, if we're really going to be on, if I'm going to be really brutally honest, 2014. Our journey takes us back all the way to 2014, where we managed to get 3 versions of one Bumblebee in one movie. Obviously, there's always multiple versions, but because this is the most recent, this is the one that I've got, this is what we're starting with. So, goes all the way back to 2014 with the release of Age of Extinction, where we got 3 different Bumblebees. We got the Nitro Bumblebee, which is basically the 76 Camaro version Bumblebee. We got a repaint of it in Japan, and then we got another one in a different mold, and then we got a repaint of that one in this mold. So, to continue on our journey with this Bumblebee madness, we have 2018, where the bastard got his own movie. Next one we got to continue on with would be Netflix. The Netflix War for Cybertron right there. Yep. And then after that, we have to continue on with Origins Bumblebee right there. And then after that, we get to continue it on with Rise of the Beast Bumblebee. Then after that, Transformers 1. But where to go next? Said Hasbro. Well, we can't just continuously have exclusives. We can't have that going on anymore. No. We have to give them something brand new. Again. Okay. I love Hasbro and their infinite wisdom. I'm really miffed off at this particular release. Like, I'm not happy about this. Like, this particular release, it coincides with this one, and it coincides with this one. So, we're going to give the unboxing and the first reactions of this guy today. So, unbox. Ooh, tape's already broken. I'm going to unbox this. Well, look at that. Box is perfectly empty. So, there's that. First impressions looking at this are, okay, it's cartoon accurate. What else is new? So, let's get the rest of the yellow bastard's weapons out. We just unboxed, if you're just now tuning in, we just unboxed this. We just opened it out of the packaging, got it out of its stuff, and now I have to give my first initial thoughts on this garbage. And I say on this garbage because look at this thing. I'm not happy with the fact that we're getting this mold this late in the game. I'm definitely not happy about that. Like, Hasbro, do better on your part. Do better. So, now I gotta get this opened up. So that way, the poor guy can fight. Okay, there's one thing I don't like about this. Already, it's having to get the accessories out of they taped this so freaking tightly. There's the gun. Well, hello, Kirby. How you doing? Hello, hello. Sorry, I apologize. I haven't taken a look at the chat for a moment. It might take me a minute to take a check at the chat, but, well, hello, hello. So, as you can clearly see, we've got Bumblebee madness going on here. What is up, Fizzy138? Yeah, which one? I have a ton of Bumblebees on the table here. Yeah, it's Bumblebee madness up in this bitch tonight. What is up, Sage Boy 1234 or 1234? I like to think 1234 sounds cooler, so I'm going to call you 1234. So what is up, all of it? Yeah, I think it all looks pretty cool too. However, I'm just not a fan of the fact that we're getting another Bumblebee mold this game. However, I'm happy that all the other fans who were not able to get this mold, glad they're able to get this now, so happy with that. Gotta get this put back in his hand. So, here's the thing. This is the Netflix version, which has the official license for Volkswagen. This is the cartoon accurate version, which you don't technically need a license for something that isn't technically real. So, I can't complain on that front. They found a way around it. I can't say that's a bad plan. So they figured a way out around it. I haven't seen any reviews on this because I wanted to keep myself a little bit more fresh in the mind for this particular figure. Although seeing as this... Oh, okay. I see how this is supposed to get me. I see it. This is, if I'm not mistaken, this is based, the mold, not the, well, the mold, the whole thing is based off of, like, the, whatchamacallit. Oh, good lord. How did they do this? How the... Oh my word, this is not okay. What they've done to Bumblebee is not okay. Okay, that's better. That makes me feel somewhat better. Not all the way better, but somewhat better. So, I genuinely don't know how this is going to look. I'm going to have to consult the instructions on this one. Like, seriously, I may have to consult the instructions on this one if I can't figure this out here. I don't even know if I'm doing it the right way. I might have to close off the video and do an MGO lookup. Oh, I apologize. Bro, I'm glad because this is my first time actually hearing a live person say my name. Oh, you're definitely... Hey, don't feel too bad. And what is... I can't pronounce that name at all. But hello, I'm gonna just call you H, because that's all I can see, or at least I think that's what that is. If not, I'm gonna call you Algebra. I'm gonna call you Algebra, okay? I'm gonna call you Algebra, if that's alright. Because I have no clue how to pronounce your name. But you have a couple of math symbols in there that I recognize, so... Okay, Jeez Louise. How in the... Oh my word, this is confusing. Okay. That's slightly better, I guess. Yeah, I suppose this is slightly better, but I still don't know what I'm doing, or if I'm doing it right. So... Okay, I guess I'm supposed to just make... Oh, okay. In a way, I get that. I get my screw. I figured out my screw up. There we go. That makes more sense. So, Chevelle, or you can just say CC. Okay, all right. What's up, Chevelle? And bro, I got a toy like that, but I got Ox Y-Man's OX Y-Man's Prime. I don't know what that is, but I don't know. I know it's a figure. I just don't know. I don't know my third parties like I know my main lines. Because let me explain something to you guys about third party let me just be very clear. It's not that I have an issue with third party figures. I like third party figures. In fact, I have a couple of them myself. I have no problem with third party figures. What I do have a problem with is the multitudes of lines of, multiple products at the same time. So, like, for example, can you guys understand where I'm going with this? Like, for example, there are just too many, like, lines to figure out. Like, Not as in like there's too many lines, and things of like the nature. But the point is like I can't have a manual of every single third party figure. I just can't. It's just not physically possible for me to have. However, I do appreciate a good third party figure if it's done right. Okay, I've solved this transformation now. I've solved it. I have solved it. I have solved it. I'm not a genius, but I'm close enough to a monkey to figure this out. Come on. Sometimes I swear I have the brain of a monkey. Like, I'm getting very close to solving the puzzle, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh no, the puzzle's not solved. I'm like, where's the rest of the solve the puzzle? Yeah. Okay, so I screwed up anyway, because these are supposed to fold up, apparently. Okay, I suppose that makes sense. That makes sense. That does make sense. Da, da, da. I want to do that, and I want to do that. Snap that together, and there we have that. Hooray! Firstly, he's done. Hooray! Hey, what is up, Riveted Rail fan? And hold on, Optimus Prime. Oh, I messed up. Optimus. My phone pronounced it wrong. Yeah, I totally get that. I totally understand that. Um, I've had that happen where the phone gives me the issue. Okay, so they give him two Autobot logos, one for his chest and one for the car mode, the correct car mode. I'm not gonna lie, I'm very pleased that they actually did this here, because at the very least on this one they gave him, they gave him two, one for the chest and one for the foot. But this one, they just gave him one for the foot. I can't understand that. So, bro, I love Legos, but me with OCD, I can't. It depends. It depends with the Legos. It depends on what I. It depends on. It has to be for me. It's got to be. It's got to be the particularly right set. It's got to be the right time, and more importantly, I have to have money to buy it. So, there's always that. But whenever it comes to Transformers, if it's a Transformer I've been waiting for, like this one in particularly, um, I'm definitely gonna make some time and money and room for that. So I have to do this guy's review, and I have to redo Party Wallop's review, which is not going to come out till next week because I got to finish it up. His review was supposed to come out Friday, but I can't do it on Friday because, well, I noticed there were several accessories that I forgot to show off, and there were several things that I needed to get taken care of and done. So, I can totally understand that. So it's nothing. It's no sweat off. It's no sweat off the back, man. If totally not sponsored by Smart Water, because I'm definitely not sponsored by Smart Water. That's for sure. I'm 100% not sponsored by Smart Water. So, but I will say, out of the two of these that I've gotten, let me get this guy into vehicle mode here. I'm going to do it slightly off camera, but his transformation is just, I like it. I like this guy's transformation. This transformation wasn't too bad. I'm not going to lie, it wasn't terrible. But I do like the fact that they did give us a fully transformable bee with a backpack that does not turn into a shield. I'm very grateful for that. So, can't say that about other characters. So, now we can just move these up like that. So, it's just, I both can and cannot understand Hasbro's reasoning for certain things. Like, on this one, I can't understand the whole point of the of having the exclusivity of the Netflix Bumblebee. So then that way they could just boost their sales for the Netflix line, right? That was pretty much what that was. This was not a, oh, we don't have a Bumblebee for this line. We need to have a Bumblebee. That was not what the case was. What the case was that Hasbro got caught with their pants down let's just be honest. They got caught with their pants down. They didn't know what to do next. And then once they were like, oh, don't we have a cliff jumper mold that we can like totally reuse and use it into a, Bumblebee mold? And everybody else was like, wait, they're going to release a Bumblebee? And it's like, well, yeah, they're going to release a Bumblebee. Why wouldn't they release a Bumblebee? That's what Hasbro said. That's exactly what they said. Was, of course we're going to release a Bumblebee. Why wouldn't we? And then we got this Netflix line, and then they did the exclusivity of Soundwave, and then now they're going to now they gave us this, and then they're going to give us the Netflix Soundwave. That's just, I feel like that's taking a cheap shot at everybody, and then saying, "Oh yeah, thanks for letting us take your money. Now we're going to take more of it." So, yeah. I, however, did not buy this officially. I bought this second, almost. I think it might have been third hand, but yeah. So I used to play with some huge Legos because my parents hated the small, but that doesn't make sense. What do you mean by huge Legos? Like, if you mean like Lego Duplo or Lego, actually, I think that's the only one that I know of that's actually large like that. But this is where the rubber truly meets the road with these two figures, and this guy is just now non-relevant, but you home Cybertronian Bumblebee? Oh, which one do you mean? Cybertronian? Yeah, this guy? Yeah, he's here. He's definitely here. Karma VR. He's definitely here. That's for sure. He there. He definitely there. That's Cybertron Bumblebee and this Cybertron Bumblebee from Transformers 1. So, yeah. This is the Prime Changers one. I think in my actual video I called this the Mainline Deluxe, but I did not read the side of the box, which was clearly labeled. This is not his box, but this is Alpha Trion's. It clearly says Prime Changers on the side of the box. So, I feel kind of stupid on that front, but I honestly think that mistake is better than, Hasbro giving us two of the same toy and then expecting us to pay more for either one. So, yeah. Need to get the Origins re-release when it comes out. I was gonna say what's funny is this was this was actually the one at the Ross. There was only one of these, and if I didn't grab this, it was going to basically disappear forever. And I didn't, and this was it. This is honestly one of the last ones. And my figure is already starting to yellow a smidge. Like if you look at those hinges on the inside of the, like on the outside of the thighs right there, those are starting to yellow. I've never had a yellowing figure until I bought some figures from other vendors and Ross. So, like, all of the other ones, no yellowing. None whatsoever. Like, here's one that you guys might find entertaining to know that hasn't yellowed yet, which is Kingdom Cyclonus. That one had a very nasty problem with yellowing. It was freaking awful. It was just it was nasty. Like, you took one look at that thing and you just wanted to puke. Ugh. And then on top of it, the Netflix Soundwave had that issue as well. It had that massive yellowing issue as well. You know that. You know what I'm talking about, Riveted Rail fan. You know exactly what I'm talking about. I pressed a button and it exited me out of your live by an accident, and I started panicking trying to find your live again. It's okay, man. Just chill, man. If if it was meant to be, it was meant to be. If it wasn't meant to be, then it wasn't meant to be. But you know what? You're back. Welcome back. It's okay, man. Don't worry. It's okay. Don't panic. On these live streams, we chill. That's why we call it Unbox and Chill. Because we chill. Well, that being said, what do you think of one of the new backdrops that I got going on here? This is Venom and Carnage here going on. This is, by the way, you'll get to see a little bit of the sneak peek of some of the stuff that I keep on here. This is one of my exterior lights. This is just a lamp that I purchased at Walmart, and all of this stuff going on. Some of the more other stuff, but this is my backdrop here. So Lives are not chill. What do you mean by lives are not chill? If you're on this live stream, you better be chill. Otherwise, I will come to your house and I will make you chill. So, flashbacks to my Netflix soundwave kept by a window that wasn't fully open for too long, not even a full day. Yeah, that's. I can understand that. I can fully understand that, like, riveted rail fan. And yes, yes, hold on, I have to scroll up. I missed your name for a moment here. Chevelle. Don't worry about it, Chevelle. But anyways, oh yeah, thanks Sageboy 1234. It is one of my favorites. For a while I actually had the one that was behind it up, which is the my Halo Infinite. Sorry, my ring light right here is getting in the way, but this one right up the top there, that was the backdrop for a while, and then this one's the new one. So yeah, the next one that we might go with, depending on on how far I decide to use it, is we might do either Rick and Morty, or we might do Star Wars. I haven't figured out which one yet I want to do. So yeah. So thank you very much, Sageboy 1234. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. You're a pretty chill dude, and I am not the Lego god. That is not. I'm going to take that as a compliment, but I am certainly not the Lego god. That's for sure. The only credit that I have to my name in Lego building in terms of sets is this. This is the only like massive credit to Lego building I have. Like this is it. I mean, like it took me so freaking long to build that thing. I almost gave up on it twice, but the only reason I didn't was because it did really well in the views and because you guys were encouraging me to keep going. So I'm not really all that much of a Lego god. I would consider myself more of a Transformers god, but not really, because there are people who even know more about these things than I do. So yeah. You just see Legos. These aren't Legos. These are Transformers. But um, if you're only seeing Legos, that I need to work on building up another playlist. But so I've only built like a $10 Lego Marvel set a few years back. It's all good, man. I gotta be honest with you right now. Legos at Target, if you can manage to get to a Target, I know of particularly Riveted Rail fan who happens to be an OG to our show or to our channel here, and a good friend of mine. He actually he lives a little further away, but if you can get to a Target, manage to get to one. Um, the Targets right now are like having massive clearance sales on Lego sets. So there's Lego sets right now that are going for like 40, 50% off. There's a couple of them I saw that were going for like 30%, 40%. I think there was one that was maybe at 70%, but that was like a $200 Lego set, or not $200 Lego set. It might have been, I don't remember what it was, but it was a good chunk of Lego set, and it's like they're going on sale right now for certain prices, and it's very entertaining to get certain ones. So now, to continue on more with these Bumblebees, as I was continuing to say with these, is I like that Hasbro is giving us, you know, Bumblebees that everybody can get a hold of. You know, I didn't. Here's the thing. It took me a while to find this guy because they were like, oh yeah, you can get it at the beginning of July. Well, beginning of July came and went. Well, we are now at the end of July, and now I'm starting to see this stuff. Not that that's a problem, because it's definitely faster than when I normally see this stuff. Um, like normally when I see this sort of stuff, it takes like almost like I gotta wait more than, you know, a month and a half to 2 months before I actually see it. So finally seeing Wave 2 and Legacy United in Walmart, and then finally seeing Studio Series in Target was kind of like a breath of fresh air to me. Like, okay, I have some options now. Now I can go to certain places and I can pick up certain figures, and things will work out fine. So I got WWE action figures, but Favorite ones are Roman Reigns and The Undertaker. I don't know much about WWE. I don't really care for WWE. Not that it's, you know, not that it's a, not that it's an issue. I just don't really care for it. It's not my thing, you know. It's not my thing to a point where, I don't have a problem with it. I know that certain people are huge fans of that. I know it was a big thing back in the 80s. That's for sure. Like I know Hulk Hogan was one. I know Mr. T was a WWE star. That's kind of how he started getting his claim to fame. I know Macho Man, the Macho Man Savage. I know who that is. Um, I know Randy Johnson, or not Randy Johnson, but I know some certain people, but I don't really know everybody. So, wish my Walmarts would actually stock new Transformers every now and then, at least the new Hot Wheels. So everyone has their things. It's good, bro. So, really? How is that not good? How's that not good? It's dude. I'm not saying I have anything wrong with people who do like WWE. I like I said, like you said, everybody has their thing. So I totally understand that. It's it's. Don't get me wrong. When I first started, I definitely was not doing this. So no, because I said something wrong. It's fine, dude. I understood what you meant. It's okay. You didn't say anything wrong. I don't know if you said any. I don't think you said something wrong. It might have been autocorrect, but that being said, Riveted Rail fan, if you're still watching, along with everybody else, when I started doing this, nah, I didn't. It's okay. No, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, Sageboy1234. But Riveted Rail fan, if you're still watching, I managed to pick these guys up at a thrift at one of my local thrift stores today. This has been pretty decent, Nick. This guy's had stuff, but this guy's in better shape. It's pretty neat. So, nah, it's okay, dude. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, Sageboy1234. It's all good. It's all good. But yeah, no, I pick up stuff like that at my local thrift shop all the time. Let me see here. I'm trying to give a really good example of something that I got at a thrift actually kept and not sold and flipped for a massive profit. Um, what was a good one? Well, I can only really tell you stories about certain things because I've sold the majority of the thrift store finds that I get. I don't usually keep them unless they're like fully complete. So, if I had to explain one of them to you, like, actually, I have a good one for you. Here we go. 1 second, folks. Well, that was. But, anyways, you guys, OGs of the channel, might recognize this mother effer, this guy right here. This guy, who is apparently now his new boss. But this guy, what ended up happening is there was a bin of stuff that I ended up purchasing like online, and I think I paid like maybe like 70 or 80 bucks for this whole bin. There were only a couple of things on the top layer that I saw that I was like, I could totally flip those, make a decent profit, enough of a decent profit in order to make my money back, make some gas money, and possibly go get myself some lunch. That's basically the whole thing of what I thought about. Well, unbeknownst to me, in this bin was a Kingdom Rodimus, and unbeknownst to me even further was that it was 100% complete, just minus the box. So, do I have a favorite sport? I actually do. When I was a kid, I really enjoyed playing baseball with everybody, and everybody in my family. We all kind of played baseball. When my uncles were teenagers, they played baseball, and when whenever there was a family gathering, we would all grab our baseball mitts and we would all play a round of, we would all play a round of catch with each other. So baseball in our family is kind of like religion a little bit. Like we play, if there was ever something that we wanted to do, it would definitely it would definitely be something along the lines of like baseball, where you could go outside, you could run out your energy, you could hit a ball, get some aggression out, like, all right, I'm gonna hit this damn ball here, that kind of thing. So yeah, I would have to say baseball is definitely one of our family sports that we definitely love in my household for sure. And my personal favorite team, I don't really pay attention to the sport lingo. I don't pay attention to like, setting bets, or I don't really pay attention to TV. I don't pay attention to games on TV unless it's like the World Series or something like that. So I don't really pay attention to stuff like that unless it's something big. So if I had to say something like that, yeah, it would be baseball. And it's cool that you're joining baseball, Sage Boy 1234. I'm really proud. I'm really, glad you're going into that. It's a very good sport. I'm gonna say that. But to continue my story off of this guy, that this guy is definitely a figure that was a good thrift store find. I found him in a bin full of stuff, and it was 100% complete. I sold the majority of the stuff because I have a rule when I sell stuff, which is if there is something you want, make sure you make enough of your money back so that way you don't have to sell it. So let's say, for example, if you get a bin of stuff, like for example, I got the bin of stuff for like I think it was $70, something like that. And in this bin, I made a profit of $170, something like that. So I made enough money to a point where I could still keep this, go do what I needed to do, and have everything else taken care of. And I could add that to the collection just so long as it wasn't, there's certain things that don't need to really be recorded. So I didn't need to write a receipt for, and nobody else needed to. So it wasn't terrible, and it was quite nice. So, and when I say 100% complete, it is 100% complete. Like, it has the Matrix. I can't even, I can't even, I couldn't make this up if I tried with this guy. Only thing he did not come with was a box. So I had to recently sell my Earthrise Prime because I'm an adult and I have bills and things, so I had to sell that. But anywho, yeah, let's see here. I think, if I have to show off all of this stuff, I think I can show off the what we're going to be doing for future reviews. This review, so for the reviews that are coming out later this week and next week, in a couple hours, the review for my apologies, folks. Ugh. In a couple hours, the review for this guy will be dropping, and later next week, we will be dropping the review for the Transformers 1 Alpha Trion. We will also be dropping the review for the Studio Series 86 Bumblebee, and we will be dropping the review for Party Wallop as planned and adjusted. So, anywho, this is Thomas Fan 01 basically going to sign off for the evening because it is over 11 p.m. Or not 11 p.m. It is over 10 p.m. It is past my bedtime. I still have work in the morning because I'm still a regular Joe and I still have to pay for this madness. So, anywho, this is Thomas Fan 01 saying, do not forget to check out Riveted Railfan, as he is one of our OGs to the channel. Do not forget to check out, I will definitely shout you out this time. I will shout out SageBoy1234. And do not forget to check out, let's see, who else shall I shout out and throw up on the spot here? Let's see. Oh, yeah, iStar552, Bravely GG, Jordy's Rail Videos, Patrick with the Y, Take Along Productions, New York Toy Hunter, and The Good, the Bad, the Awesome. And that's it for the rest of your evening. And this is Thomas Fan 01 basically saying, do not forget to keep playing with your toys, okay? I'm an adult, and I'm clearly still playing with all of my toys, so don't forget it. Goodbye.